Welcome. Here today we are assembling a Brazzen cattle ramp. At the moment, as you can see, all the different parts of the cattle ramp are left on the ground, which we will later assemble. This is probably the best way to assemble the cattle ramp, is to take everything apart and just separate it. Here now we have the side of the cattle ramp up on the forklift, and we will slowly bring all the different parts over to it. On the floor here at the moment we have the front stand, two of the braces and an arm. Now we're going to get some bolts, or a bolt out of the pack, the longest bolt in there, and a nut, where we'll join the leg to the side of the ramp. So sometimes when we assemble the side, we need to make sure we get it on the right position. Easy way is just pick up the top brace, offer it up to the leg. As you can see, it sits on the outside. Now for the next part of the assembly, we'll grab one of the second longer bolts out of the pack, plus a nut, which we will then take over to the ramp. This is one of the braces to be put on through that hole there, and that is where we bolted on the front part to the leg. Cross braces and that stabilizing arm, which is bolted or pinned together. Here now we can have another look at what has been assembled already. Two braces on, one stabilizing arm, front leg. Now we've placed a few timbers in here just to stabilize the whole setup. This is because when we come to put on the floor, we just want to make sure nothing falls over on us. We have this brace put in here more if it's a windy day, and if it catches, maybe it might just turn it over on us. Here we have the floor in two parts. We would pick them up and bring them over to the ramp, where we will assemble them. On the ground here we have the little bit of pipe which will create the hinge for this floor. We will now offer up this pipe through these holes, and that will create the hinge. Halfway there, all in. Now we would pick up the floor and bring it over, place on the braces and the front leg. Now these holes on the floor of the ramp need to line up with the side of the ramp, so before we put it on, just make sure you put it in the right location. Now with the floor on, placed on our braces and on the front leg, we'll get 4 bolts out of the pack, which are the second longest ones in there. Line up the holes, push our bolts through, and tighten it up. As you can see, there is a bit of alignment to be done, but that's quite easy. Now that we have the floor attached to one side of the ramp, we'll go and get the other side. This we will pick up with the forklift and bring it over. We'll get a long bolt out of the pack, bring it over, and bolt on the side to the front leg. Now we'll go around to this side, get 4 of the second longer bolts, which we'll use then to attach that side onto the floor of the ramp. Now there is a bit of alignment to do, but put in your bolts, put on your nuts, but don't over tighten anything at the moment, because you'll need a bit of flex and play to get it in the top braces. Now we put on the braces front and back and just bolt them on, and that will be technically the end of the job. Now that we have the top bracing on, we just need to make sure we have everything in place. Top braces bolted on, floor bolted on, leg bolted on, bar for adjusting the floor in place, everything tightened, secured. That's it. Thank you for watching.